The year was 399 BC, and the air in Athens was thick with suspicion. The city, having just overthrown a brutal dictatorship, was restless and eager to blame someone for its troubles. Their target, a 70-year-old man named Socrates, a stonemason's son who walked barefoot and spent his days questioning everyone. His accusers, led by a young, ambitious poet named Meletus, dragged him before a jury of 500 citizens. The charges were read out, echoing in the open-air courtroom. Socrates is guilty of corrupting the youth and of impiety, for he does not believe in the gods of Athens, but introduces new, strange divinities. The crowd muttered. They had all seen him, the gadfly of Athens, stinging the powerful and arrogant with his relentless questions. He had embarrassed politicians, generals, and poets by proving in public that they knew nothing. The fathers of the city hated him for it, and now their sons, who had followed Socrates and learned his methods, were seen as disrespectful. Meletus gave his speech, painting Socrates as a dangerous atheist and a poison in the city's veins. Then Socrates stood. He was not afraid. He did not beg, or flatter, or cry, as most men did on trial for their lives. Instead, he simply began to question. "Men of Athens," he said, his voice calm and reasonable, "you say I corrupt the youth. Tell me, Meletus, who improves them? Surely you have thought about this." Meletus, flustered, said, "The laws. The jury. Everyone here." "A wonderful answer," Socrates mused, a faint smile on his lips. "So everyone in Athens improves the youth, and I alone am their corrupter? And tell me, would any man willingly choose to live among bad citizens? Would I intentionally make my neighbors worse, so that they might harm me? Your accusation is absurd." He then addressed the charge of impiety. "You say I am an atheist, Meletus, yet you also say I introduce new divinities. How can I be an atheist if I believe in any divinities at all? You contradict yourself." Socrates turned to the jury. "My crime, Athenians, is not that I am a corrupter. It is that I am a gadfly, sent by the gods to sting this great, lazy horse of a city and wake it up. I have told you that the oracle at Delphi said no man was wiser than I. I knew this was a riddle, for I know nothing. So I spent my life questioning those who claimed to be wise, only to find they were not. My wisdom is in knowing one thing, that I know nothing." He finished his defense not with a plea for mercy, but with a powerful declaration. "If you offer to acquit me on the condition that I stop this life of questioning, I will tell you, men of Athens, I honor and love you, but I will obey the god rather than you. For as long as I live, I will never stop practicing philosophy, because the unexamined life is not worth living." The jury was stunned by his arrogance. They voted guilty by a narrow margin of 280 to 221. It was custom for the accused to propose an alternate penalty to death. A lesser man would have suggested exile. Socrates stood again. "What do I deserve for my service to this city? For waking you up from your slumber? I deserve a reward. I propose that you honor me with free meals in the Prytaneum, like an Olympic hero." The jury gasped, outraged. His friends, including Plato, pulled at his robes, begging him to be serious. "Fine," Socrates sighed, "I am a poor man. Perhaps I can pay a small fine, 30 minae. My friends here will guarantee it." But the damage was done. The jury, insulted by his lack of regret, voted again on the sentence. This time, the margin was massive. By a vote of 360 to 141, they sentenced him to death by hemlock. Socrates was unmoved. He looked at the men who had condemned him. "You have voted for my death, and you will now live with that. But know this, to fear death is only another kind of ignorance, for no one knows if it is a blessing or a curse. It may be the most beautiful, dreamless sleep. Or, it may be a journey to another place, where I can continue my questions with the great heroes of old." He turned to his friends, who were weeping. "The hour of departure has arrived. We go our separate ways, I to die and you to live. Which is better, only the God knows.